you. Well, it's been a perfect start for the Edmonton Oilers in the handful of games since Jay Woodcroft took over behind the bench. The team has shown significant improvements in all three zones on the ice, specifically the defensive side of the puck. We heard some great quotes about 97 and 29 and their commitment and buy-in last night after their victory in Winnipeg, a 4-2 result at the Canada Life Centre. Well, tonight they conclude the busiest 7-day stretch as they host the Minnesota Wild. And the Wild, well, they simply have had their way since 2010 when visiting Edmonton. They're 16-3 in the 19 games since the beginning of the 2010-2011 season when visiting the Alberta's capital. They're looking to snap a 2-game losing streak as they begin a 4-game road trip on Sunday. Welcome to the Oilers TV live pregame show. I'm your host, Tony Barr. Thanks so much for making us a part of your Sunday morning. Looks like just one availability today. It's going to be the head coach, Jay Woodcroft. He'll be up at the podium right behind me on my right shoulder in just a few moments. Stay tuned.
know there was some focus on the penalty kill last week, and clearly it was taxed last night. Some pretty tense situations. Just how do you feel it hold up? Were guys executing some of the things you worked on?
Well, I thought it came through at key moments in the game. You look early in the first period last night, it was 5-on-3 and key moment. It allowed us to get into the game, and then I looked at the one at the end of the game and couldn't be any bigger moment than that, and found a way to get it done. And to give up only 3 shots on the penalty kill last night, I think is credit to the all involved on it.
And Cody Ceci, I believe, a little over a quarter of his ice time was while shorthanded, and some big blocks at the end. What allowed him to be so successful yesterday?
Well, I mean, he has the courage to be in the shooting lane. That was quite obvious. And I think when teammates see someone sacrificing like that, it's a good sign for our team. And I think that willingness to be in those shooting lanes is contagious.
Hey, Jay, how's it going?
Hi.
Just want to ask about Niemelainen, and he's such an aggressive guy. He makes such aggressive plays, but when he gets aggressive in front of the net and maybe crosses the line a little bit, are those penalties you guys can live with because he's trying to be aggressive, or does he kind of have to tone it down when he's in front of the net there?
Well, we never want to take penalties. Like, we don't want to be on the back foot by taking penalties if we can, but we want to establish the fact that getting to our blue paint is going to be a hard place to get to, and Marcus certainly makes people earn that ice if they're trying to get to it. And I think that type of physicality on our back end makes us a better team.
And just want to ask you about the power play. You guys had the 4-minute power play, up 3-0. Yeah. Is it something you have to be a little bit more conscious of, not giving up that shorthanded goal, or not giving up? Like, do you have to be maybe a bit, not passive, but a bit more conservative on that power play, I guess, because it's important not to give up the goal as opposed to maybe scoring the 4th goal?
I thought it was a real growth moment for our team. Nobody was trying to give the goal up. It happened. We've talked about it. We're going to get better from it, and we're moving on.
Jay, not only have you been tasked with NHL head coaching duties over the last 10 days or so, but in the last 7 days, tonight marks your 5th game. Mm-hmm. So behind the scenes, how much work goes on in terms of recovery and rest amidst all that travel?
Well, I think our sports science group, headed by our medical trainers and our strength trainers, do a heck of a job of making sure that our players are getting what they need. I think as a coaching staff, we're trying to be conscious about not taxing anybody by going on the ice unnecessarily. And we're making a conscious effort to make sure that we're giving our players pertinent information, but not paralyzing them with too much information. So the idea of keeping our meeting short and to the point, to manage the mental as well as the physical.
Mike Smith starting tonight?
Mike Smith will start tonight.
Can you talk about him as a competitor and a teammate, and what kind of standard he sets in that locker room?
Well, Mike Smith's a leader. He is a leader. He leads by example. He's attached to our team. He's attached to every game that he plays in. I think true mark of a great teammate for goaltenders is how hard the people play in front of you. And I see our team playing very hard for every goaltender that's been in our net. And Mike Smith's no different. He's got a great personality. People gravitate towards him, and he's got a ton of experience that he's willing to share. Good, thanks.